Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He thought about returning it, but instead... It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's that defense shifting again. Gonna run it. It's Miller. Gonna try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to scramble. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
And they'll stop him short of the line of game.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Football knocked loose in the backfield. The ball bounces out of bounds, and the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss to the backer.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Law. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
1st and goal, handoff. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. Touchdown, Bama. This quarterback on fire today. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down right at the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He finds the running back in the flat. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
That's an important first down on that running play. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Ball handed off. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Grab behind the line. It's Branch. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Some hard running there through a tackle. And he is stuffed right at the line. I don't think he got it.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Fourth down completion to the left. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback. And you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down and goal upcoming. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Just seems like he's inching his way to this goal line. He got about a yard. That's halfway. Now will they give it to him again to see if he can break the plane?
So they get closer, but now they line up on 3rd and goal from the 1. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On the run, it's Miller. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Gives it to the back. Fights through a tackle. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Branch. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finds room at the 30. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction.
Powerful running into the secondary. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
With the catch, it's Lane. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, USC. They jump in front here in the 4th. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that battle.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes him one of the top backs in the country.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is up and good. We lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And the running back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Linebacker shifting around now. Fights off a defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Ball handed off. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd down here. They're going to run it. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial 4th down play. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on 4th down.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. But he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. Man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
And he's tackled, but only after.